Thank you, Yasser. Yes, I'm here with world number 2 Fabiano Caruana after a very difficult game. Fabiano, you're one of the experts in this variation. I remember the first time I saw you play this was with the white pieces in 2016 against Onishchuk. Then you played it with the black pieces, then again with the white pieces. You're one of the experts in this variation. Take us through the nuances of it.
Well, this was just a ridiculous game. I mean, what can I say about it? The thing is, I played this line before in Rapid against Lanier. I mean, of course, he knew this, and he was ready for this line. It's a very dangerous line for black, also for white, of course, because white's king is extremely weak. But black is basically making only moves to not lose. Like, this was always considered much better for white until recently when it was discovered that this is actually playable.
Due to the evolving of the new computers, or?
Yeah, I don't think this is not really, let's say, this analysis can't be found, I don't think, over just by, let's say, the human mind. You have to involve some computers, and yeah, here he just mixed up. I mean, like when he played f4, I wasn't entirely sure if maybe there was some prep, something that I missed, because he has his rook g3, f5, which is, I guess, possible. But I had a slight feeling that he wanted to go for this line, which is rook g5, queen h6, f4, knight f4. And he just inverted the move order by playing f4 first, and f4, rook g5. And now I can transpose a queen h6, so there's no point to his move order for him. But
so this being the main line, more or less, of the variation.
Well, if I play queen h6, yeah, this is one of the very critical lines. So I realized that this is a strange move order, and I figured it was probably just a human error. I didn't think that this was some sort of alternative move order, so f5 was easy to play, and it was clear that white is in great danger here, maybe borderline losing, and I thought d4 is the most natural move. And here, okay, I burned a lot of time. It was like, this is his trick, you know, that after rook e3, he has bishop c4. Otherwise, he just resigns. But bishop c4 wins. So this was the small trick, the point of d4. But anyway, it looked like this position is very, very close to winning for me. And my first idea was h5, but then I didn't. It also weakens my king a lot. Like it puts his queen in a vulnerable place because of knight h3 and potentially, but there's no clear follow-up. And then, yeah, this was my other idea, but I failed to realize how strong it was. And then when I played knight d3, I started to wonder, like, yeah, and h5 is very important because now queen g3, knight e2 comes, and queen f1. So he would probably have to play knight d2. Which
I think this is what he was actually mentioning as well.
But then at least I can play knight d3, and this is, I'm definitely better in the game. And now I see that knight d5 is a move. Of course, it's very difficult to like.
This is also what he missed. He did not.
Yeah, this move with this tactic I also didn't see, but at the very least I think knight d3 is well, it's much better for black. And it was also like, I was even thinking he could try knight d2 here, and then I was thinking I'll play queen f6. So it was kind of because knight c1, knight e4 is, well, it's a bit of a mess, yeah. And I just, like, I thought this was a very good move. I just missed bishop f4, so I thought he would not be able to take, basically. I thought he would have to play knight d2, or bishop d2, or maybe some other move, like rook e4, knight f2, queen g2, but I didn't really believe in this for him. It's like not immediately obvious how I win, but like he can't really free himself, yeah? Although it wasn't clear to me over the board how much better I am. But yeah, then when I played knight d3, I realized he just has bishop f4. I'm honestly kind of lucky that I have queen h6, because otherwise, I guess it's still a draw, but it could be dangerous if he consolidates. And the bishop on e5 is just tremendously strong. And here it was a draw with, I think, like basically any move was leading to a draw. Like queen g3 is a draw, but bishop f4 is just finishing the game.
Obviously, a draw with the black pieces is never a bad result. Nevertheless, you did have some chances, and that must be a bit disappointing. What are your immediate feelings after this game?
Yeah, disappointed because it was a chance basically to win with black, an unexpected chance. I don't think. I mean, sort of an accident because it was just an opening hiccup from his side. Normally these things don't happen. Of course, sometimes it's very difficult to actually, like in this line, sometimes it's losing by force, but you have to find only moves. It's very common. But yeah, knight d3 missing bishop f4 was really kind of gross.
How do you feel about these theoretical duels you very often engage with Maxime? Are you happy with them?
Well, I think it's natural for us because we're both pretty principled players, especially him. He really sticks to his openings. I think he actually enjoys, for example, playing the Grunwald and Najdorf pretty much exclusively and trying to defend those openings. And with white, he just plays the most direct lines, almost always. So you usually get a theoretical battle with Maxime, especially if you're like not trying to avoid the main lines with black, then you usually get it. Actually, it would have been funny if he had played the right move order, because I'm curious what he wanted. Because, for example, there's this like absolutely amazing position where, yeah, I don't think you see this material balance often. White has a bishop and a queen for 2 rooks, but the king is in actually extreme danger. And sometimes the king ends up on like white's king ends up on c5 or d5 or b5. So it would have been fun to see what would have happened if it is, let's say, taken a more normal route.
Normal is a big word in this position. Fabi, thank you very much for joining us, and see you in the next few games.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.